Hey y'all, it's Maya Rose back with another video. I think it's been a while since I've uploaded, but I'm back with another video. This is probably going to be one of the realest, rawest videos that I've ever made on this channel. This is something that I haven't talked to, I don't think, about anybody ever. I've only thought about this in my head. I've watched a couple of videos about it, but I've never actually talked to another person about this, so nobody knows that I feel this way. Let me start by saying I grew up in a religious family that believes in God. I was forced to go to church once I turned something. Once I turned 12, I was first forced to go to church just about every Sunday. I didn't really enjoy it, but let's be real here. Most kids don't really enjoy church. They go because their parents make them go. There was a lot of things that I went through as far as being bullied and picked on, and that didn't just happen in school. Some of that happened in church too when I was a kid. I was also forced, it wasn't good enough that I went to church just about every Sunday. I was forced to sing on the church choir. And I always thought, okay, isn't that good enough? I go to church every Sunday because I have to. Why am I being forced to also sing on the choir? First of all, not everybody has the gift of being able to sing well. Anybody can sing, but I mean sing and sound good. So you don't know how I sing or not. Like, you don't know if I can sing or not. Why are you? I was a very shy kid, so why are you forcing me to get in front of this entire church? And you know how black churches are. They gotta be extra, and then sing on this kid's choir. Like, why? So that made me hate church even more. Like, I already didn't like going. Then I'm forced to be on a choir. That made me hate it even more. And it's like, it's one thing if you want to be on there, if you got the voice for it, but I didn't. It's either you can sing or you can't, Unfortunately, I can't sing. So it was just ridiculous. And I was forced to be in plays and Christmas plays and church plays and all this other shit. I had to dance and perform, all by force, all by force. That made me hate church even more. So yeah. And I've been through a lot as a kid. When I was a kid, I got bullied. Boy, I have to make a whole video about that. I got bullied very bad. I barely had friends. When I did make friends in high school, they were not real friends. That's a whole nother story. With me, I grew up in a very small town, and it wasn't segregated. That happened back in the 50s and 60s. But I will say, if we were to walk into my high school in the morning before class starts, in the hallway, we had a sitting area for all the students, a big hallway. So you could sit where you wanted to. Everybody sit with their friends before the bell rung. Some people would get breakfast. You can go in the cafeteria and get breakfast. And you could tell, you would think that it was the 1960s because the white kids were, for the most part, the white kids would sit with the white kids. The Mexicans would sit with the Mexicans. The black kids would sit with the black kids. For basically 95%, you know what I'm saying? So, and plus everybody had a friend group. But back then, and this goes back all the way to when I was in elementary school, literally when I was in elementary school. So the black girls, they did not let me be in there friend group, and I am a black girl. I was a black girl. They did not let me be in their friend group because I didn't talk black enough. That's literally what they said. You act like a white girl. So I literally was just being myself. I was just being myself. And they say I act white. And of course, and I'm not even like light skin, I'm like brown skin. So the white kids, I'm not white enough, I'm not white, so I'm not white enough for them. You might say hey to them and stuff like that, but to be in their actual friend group, you had to be white. It was an unknown, unspoken rule. So I remember in middle school, I'm going on a whole rant now, but anyway, I don't even know how I started talking about that, y'all, because that's not what this video was supposed to be about. But basically, honestly, y'all, I really don't know. I'm not saying I'm an atheist, but I feel like in the back of my mind, that's where I'm going towards being an atheist, because I just don't know if I really believe in God. And that's because of several different reasons. Like, how is there a God out there and he's saying that, you know, in the Bible, slavery is okay. Slavery, being having human slaves is okay. And it's like, that's what God said in the Bible. You know? And then you see all these good things happening to horrible people, and lots of times these horrible things start happening to good people, and it's like, why would God allow that? You know? And another thing, so like, okay, if we were put on this earth to reproduce, we're supposed to reproduce, right? Especially as a woman. Why would God make it so there's some women out there that literally cannot have kids? There's women out there that are dying to have children, but they just can't naturally have their own kids. So it's like, if we were meant to reproduce on this earth, then why would God make women like that? That doesn't make sense. So I don't know, just a lot of it don't make sense to me. And another thing is like, why doesn't God show himself? Why can't we have, in some kind of form, shape, way, or fashion? You know, we're told we're supposed to obey God, obey his rules, live by his word, and don't question him, this and that, right? And if we do that, we follow his rules, we go to heaven. If we don't, we go to hell. Why can't there be some kind of proof that, you know, that God is real? You know what I mean? I'm just thinking logically. I think like you're saying to obey you, go by your word, and this and that. And then why can't you show us some kind of proof that you're real? You know, like, I don't know. That's just what I think. I could be wrong, but I mean, I'm starting to believe that God, like, isn't real. Now, I would hope he is real. That way I know if I live by his word, follow his commandments, I'll automatically go to heaven for eternity. That'd be great, you know? I'll gladly follow your rules and do what you say to go to heaven. But I have no proof that you're real. Like, so I don't know. It's just, I would like some proof that he's real. That's just the way I'm looking at it. And I wouldn't dare say this to my family or anybody, especially I live in the South. Oh my God. Oh, they would lose their damn mind. They would lose their mind. This is just a thought that I've had for some years now. I don't think I ever even said it out loud. Yeah. And it's like, well, then why are there so many different religions? You know? And it's like, why do you have to go to hell for eternity? You know? And I don't know. It's just, you could comment below what y'all think, but I just wish there was some proof. You know, something that doesn't make sense to me is like, okay, everybody says a baby is a blessing, a baby is a blessing. All these unmarried women that say babies are a blessing. So it's like, so you sinned because having sex to somebody that you're not married to is a sin according to the Bible. So why is God blessing you? Why is he giving you a blessing for sinning? Like you're literally getting rewarded for sinning. What sense does that make? So there's a lot of things that just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. It's just, and some of the like commandments, like, you know, because, you know, according to the Bible, you know, no sin is worse than the other. So you mean to tell me if I'm somebody that murdered somebody and you take somebody that, I don't know, lays down with the same sex, a woman laying down with another woman, they're just as bad as somebody that murdered a baby? You see what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. But to say it's not supposed to make sense to us, we're not going to understand God's ways and all that. But what about slavery? What about slavery? The Bible says that slavery is okay. So technically, we're still supposed to be slaves if you want to, if that's what you're going by. So those are just my thoughts. I'm gonna go now. See y'all the next time.